Hello, everyone. I am Paviel Jimenez Gallegos, and I am obviously making this video in the comfort of my home. And I have not publicized many videos on my channel or anywhere actually online in regards to reading books, etc. However, I did come across this tag today. And I want to say thank you, Miss Sue. I appreciate you very much, my dearest. I am almost 34 weeks pregnant, so I do apologize for the riffraff of clothes that I have on. Just a mess here. But I did come across the booktube and book tag hashtag that you had there. I watched a video of yours today um, with homegoing, the book Homegoing, and you was talking about Ya Giazi with the book Going. And another recommend, if you don't know about Miss Sue's channel, when I load up another video, I'll see if I can put the information there, or I'll try to link the information in the description below if I remember here. But I came across Miss Sue's channel today, and her channel is very nice for you all to check out. Um, Why We Read is another one that was recommended by Miss Sue, and so these are all for the TBRs, all for the to be reads. Why We Read by Shannon Reed. Um, Miss Sue is explaining that it's like a nonfiction thriller, but it's really good. So we're gonna check that out, like time traveling and things she was saying. And then there was another book, The Invincible Girls, that really caught me there. The memoir by Sarah the Barge, I believe it is. The Barge. And the other book, Hum If You Don't Know the Words. Miss Sue was saying that it's more like a 1970s setting by Bianca Marais, or Marais, like and it's historical fiction. But anywho's, so if you see that tag here, it's because I am new. I am new to the booktube, and I am a um, writer. I don't know if I want to say amateur writer. I might as well say that. Amateur writer, because I only have one book published online. And that is a poetry book. It's called The Millennial Homefront, Poetry from Deep Within the War. And that book I published in 2022. Um, and I published it just for the reason that I feel that the people of Ukraine needed some form of a voice in the beginning of this war and outrage that has been occurring between Russia and Ukraine. But I wanted to quickly, and I should briefly say that if you all are curious, my preference of reading is historical nonfiction. Um, Historical nonfiction, anything history. Um, I haven't really embarked too much on looking for specific like historians or anything that write certain books. Eventually, that'll be the thing. My reading speed has picked up so much because this book that I'm going to introduce you all to really quickly, um, it took me only 3 days to read, and I just know it was awesome. And then this other novel that I read that I returned to the library, that's the only reason I don't have the picture for you all right now. Um, but I read that novel in 3 days, even those way less pages in this one, and it was large print. The reason why I'm emphasizing my speed on reading is because at one point I would be so distracted with everything else going on in my life that it was taking me more than 2, 3, 4 weeks to read just one novel and just get it back to the library. I would check out like 4, 5, 6 books, and then I would start reading a chapter out of each book per day to see which one I wanted to actually keep or whether I was going to continue reading. But because I wasn't picking up my reading speed, I was keeping the books too long. And I got used to the whole library deal because before I was a total advocate of, listen, if I'm going to read a book, I'm keeping it. But I realized that I have too many of my own personal books already, and using the library books and returning them so they can go back on their heavy shelf is fine with me, because can't be taking up all that space with books. As much as I would just want to be surrounded around books, but I can't take up space just with books because we do RV life and that's too much to be worried about. I already got enough worrying about with this, or enough worry, shall I say, with this new book that I'm in the process of writing. And it's called Reading is Our Food. It's Black American history and nonfiction, adult nonfiction, and how reading is a Black person's freedom. I'm excited about getting that one ready. Anyways, let me get to why I started making this video here. This book right here called The 1619 Project by Nikole Hannah Jones. Nikole Hannah Jones. This book right here, let me see if I can get a good view here. Let's see, sorry, y'all. Call myself trying to get a good view. Trying to zoom up. Okay. So this book right here, excellent, excellent book. Sorry, you guys, for my recording. Excellent, excellent book. This book I would recommend to anybody of any race, as long as you are open-minded to learning the truth about African American slavery and suffrage and bondage and some more. If you are open to the truth, with all respect, this is the book that you need. This is the book that should have been on the tables many, 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 many years ago. It also taps into George Floyd a little bit here and some more. It's a makeup of different wonderful, brilliant scholars all put into one project. That's the best way that I can explain it. This book is reading pages. I'm not including the acknowledgments or notes. Reading pages is 700 and not including notes, not including acknowledgments. This book is 741, 5. So 745 pages of reading pages, this book approximately. And I'm going to read you all the back cover, but I would suggest you all looking for this in your local library or even purchasing it. It says US is $40, Canada is $54. Again, this is the 1619 Project by Nikole Hannah Jones. Very good book. So I'll read the back cover for you all. And if you all decide to read this book, I would love to know what you think about it, because I think it will help anybody, and Black folks, okay? My brothers and sisters, my Black folks, this book you need to read. You need to read. Reading is essential. Reading is the food for our life, our hunger, what we desire without even knowing that we have hunger to read. We have hunger for literacy. You need to read this book. This needs to be on your top shelf. So this book belongs to the library. However, this book is that good that I'm going to purchase this book on my own just to have it in my collection, as long as the good Lord permits. So the back of the book says, a dramatic expansion of a groundbreaking work of journalism. The 1619 Project, a new origin story, offers a profoundly revealing vision of the American past and present. In late August 1619, a ship arrived in British colony of Virginia bearing a cargo of somewhere between 20 and 30 enslaved people from Africa. Their arrival led to the barbaric and unprecedented system of American chattel slavery that would last for the next 250 years. This is sometimes referred to as our country's original sin, but it is more than that. It is a source of so much that still defines the United States. The New York Times Magazine's award winning 1619 Project reframed our understanding of American history by placing slavery and its continuing legacy at the center of our national narrative. This new book substantially expands on that work, weaving together 19 essays that explore the legacy of slavery in present day America with 36 poems and works of fiction that illuminate key moments of struggle and resistance. The essays show how the inheritance of 1619 reaches into every part of contemporary American society, from politics, music, diet, traffic, and citizenship to capitalism, religion, and our democracy itself. This book speaks directly to our current moment, contextualizing the systems of race and case and caste within which we operate today. It reveals long glossed over truth around our nation's founding and the way that the legacy of slavery did not end with emancipation but continues to shape modern American life. You can also visit the website here. It says here on the back of the book, www.penguinrandomhouse.com. As you hear it, penguinrandomhouse.com. It's large print. And again, it's $40 in the USA. You might get it cheaper somewhere else. I'm not sure, but I haven't looked for the copy itself yet. I haven't even returned this to the library. But this project 1619, okay, which is referring to year 1619 when we were first dropped off as slaves. You're gonna love this. This is great. This is a beautiful, beautiful written book full of wonderful essays by very smart, educated folks. Um, so let me know, leave a comment below. Let me know if you all read this one. Um, I will fill you all in on what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading these two. And this book right here, we'll talk about this another day. And the other books too as well. Health and Happiness. This is actually by E.J. White. This is a book that is from the 70s, actually. Around the 1970s, around there. Health and Happiness, preventative medicine that works, exciting discoveries in the Bible that provide health and happiness. So this thing right here, this is a good book. This book I've been having a very, 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 very long time. Okay. Very long time, I feel. Too long, I feel, because now when I know my reading speed now, I'm like, man, I could have been got through this book. This is ridiculous that I'm not through this book. So I have about maybe 40 more pages to go. 30 something to 40 more pages to go. I'll fill you guys in on that and how that goes. I wish that from a long time ago I started to record videos like this with books, because I'm a total bookworm and I'm not doing this for subscribers. But if you guys want to keep a hold on me, because when that second book drops, you guys are going to love it. And you guys might want to talk about me in somebody's future maybe and say, that lady, remember when we saw her on YouTube, she was showing her books. Nothing wrong with being a bookworm. All right. So right now I'm reading these two. This one right here is Frederick Douglass. Actually, it's by the same author writer, David W. Blight. Okay. And I actually read another one of his books that I can't remember the title right now, but it was about in other words, slave stories. But he is a he's a professor of history at Yale University and director of the Gilder Lehrman Center for the Study of Slavery, Resistance, and Abolition at Yale. He is the editor of the noted editions of two of Frederick Douglass's autobiographies, The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass and My Bondage and My Freedom. He is also the author of A Slave No More, Two Men Who Escaped to Freedom, including their own narratives of emancipation. That was the book, by the way. A Slave No More, and that was really, really good. And then I returned that one to the library after I finished that. Um, and the prize-winning Race and Reunion, The Civil War and American Memory, among other works. So you just heard that, right? Race and Reunion, The Civil War and American Memory, right? Well, I was looking for both books and didn't know they were the same author until at the last minute. So here it is right here, Race and Reunion. I'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But anyways, this book so far is really, really good. It's a winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Okay. Very, very good book. Look for this book in your local library. They do have it in hardcover. It comes in hardcover and paperback. So however you prefer. I've realized lately that that paperback, sometimes I like it because it's not as heavy on my hand. But I hate the fact that the cover or the book cover, the front of it, bends and stuff. I don't like that. I can't be the only one. But this is really good. So far, I'm not that far into it. I am on chapter 5. So I'll come back and let you guys know how that goes in another video. And here's the other one that I'm reading at the same time. And this one, I'm already a little over halfway through this one. Little over halfway through this one. I'm on chapter 7, page 211. This has about almost 400 pages. This is Race and Reunion. And if you like Civil War, if you like history, anything of that sort, I recommend this book. And both of these books are written by David W. Blight. David W. Blight. He's a wonderful writer, very to the point. He holds nothing back. And you guys will love this. It says here on the back cover, Race and Reunion is essential for anyone interested in the ways that Americans have dealt with their most searing differences. Impressively researched, this work depicts America's struggle with the intractable issues of race and reconciliation with panoramic scope and poignant grandeur. Okay, so let me know if you all have read any one of these books from David Blight, or if you're currently reading any of these books from David Blight. Let me know. Leave a comment below. I know this is not the best video quality and darn sure not the best lighting. However, Race and Reunion is the book, The Civil War and American Memory, Frederick Douglass, Prophet of Freedom. And again, go for the 1619 Project. You guys are going to love this. Please let me know if you guys read this. Thank you all so very, very much for tuning into this quick bookworm video. And I'll talk to you all soon. I would say bookworm writer video. This is where I'm writing right now, the current book. Reading is our food. I know my writing is all over the place, but anywho, this is where I write my drafts. I write them by hand first, then type them up. I know. I'm all over the place, y'all. But you see what I'm showing y'all. So this is where I write all my notes and everything like that. This is where I'm writing. I'm still in chapter 1. This book so far has 9 chapters. And I have writer's brain freeze. I put down my pen, go back to it, then go back to reading, then put down my pen, my book, and then go back to pick up my pen as soon as I grab another idea or want to add something to it. Or maybe I read something in one of my books that triggered an idea or a thought or a quote. So that's what I usually do. And so anyways, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, bookwormers. Bye. Bookwormers and writers and authors all around the world. Continue reading. Reading is our food. Reading is our food, especially us African Americans. Reading is our food. Alrighty, I'm out of here.